My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 80 Bayley. And so here we have Bayley posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through Bayley's accessories. Bayley does come with 2 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of grip hands. She also does come with the pike weapon that she used to tear apart the Bayley buddies. And then finally we do have a deflated Bayley buddy, which is a really funny accessory. I do like it. Other than that, Bayley doesn't come with anything else. I think more deflated Bayley buddies should have come with this figure, but that's hopefully something we'll get with later figures. I have my fingers crossed. But with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Bayley. So here we have a closer look at Bayley, and Mattel has done a fantastic job with the likeness of this figure. I know they've done some Bayley figures in the past, and those likenesses, oh, those were really rough, and I am really glad that they started using the photoreal, and this looks so much like Bayley. It has that very evil smirk to it, which I really do like. And then we have the Karen haircut. I think what they should have done is actually angle it more so that the longer sides are right here in the front, and then it gets shorter as it goes to the back. Although I think that's more of a newer Bayley thing. It's not what she did when she started going with this haircut. It's still a really nice looking figure. I love the head detailing in the hair, and the face is just exceptionally well done. Now, the only thing I can complain about is she is missing her nose ring. Now, unfortunately, that isn't painted on. I'm pretty sure there's a way they could have done that, but they didn't, which is unfortunate. But knowing Mattel, they would have screwed it up. So it's one of those details where I'm kind of glad that they don't have it on. So having a look at Bayley's costume, this is the yellow and silver costume that she wore when she first turned heel. The AEW Bayley, because it had the AE and then the WWE right there. I really do like this attire, although I'm not a fan of the splatter on it. I think it would have looked better if those were like sharp points rather than splats, because that kind of looks like a Nickelodeon thing. But the Bayley does look really nice. Really do like the silver stripe right here and up along her neck. So they did a fantastic job painting that. There's so many spots for error, and yeah, if you look up close you can see a little bit of fuzziness on some of the line work, but that's only if you're looking at it really up close. Now, of course, the back isn't going to look that fantastic because Mattel really doesn't put effort into the back of the figures unless it's Batista, which that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with it, and they did a fantastic job with the attire. And one thing I do like is that they actually listened and narrowed the chest right here at the shoulders, just so it gives it a more natural look. A lot of the other female figures that they did had this really boxy look to it. Bayley doesn't have that issue, thankfully, so they did get it right with Bayley. So right here we do have her with her fists, and you can see she is wearing wrist tape, which looks really nice. I do like the wrist tape on it. That's something I really do like seeing, is when they do the peg the same color as the wrist tape rather than having the peg flesh tone. They really need to start doing that more. And sometimes they have the peg wrist tape when they don't have wrist tape. That's really annoying. And one thing I still find annoying is when they try to paint the flesh tone right here on the figure. Just make an entirely new torso right here, and I'll get into why they could have made a new torso for Bayley in a little bit. But yeah, they need to stop doing that and just make a new torso. Forget about the cut right here at the waist and just give us one solid joint right here. I think that would look so much better, and it would function much better, trust me. And then right here on her ring gear we do have they're almost teardrops right here, but they're not really teardrop, they're just teardrop shape, and they do look really good. We do have that silver band on her legs, the yellow tights. One thing I am really happy about is that even though this is yellow plastic and this is yellow paint, they did a really good job of making it match, and that's something Mattel really doesn't do all too well, and gotta give them props here. They actually made it match. And one thing you'll notice is that she doesn't have any peg holes, so she is using the pinless system that they are going to be going with in the future. So having a look at her boots, she is wearing gold boots with stars right here. And of course we do have what would have been the Bayley, it's not really a pigtail, it's like a side ponytail. It looks like that's what it was supposed to be. And then we do have the stars going down her boots right there. We have the white laces. And unfortunately, I think this is still using the AJ Lee sculpt. Yeah, you can see the little Converse holes right there. Update the boots, Mattel. We have kick pads. Give us proper sneakers. We had fantastic sneakers with Lacey Evans, so I don't know why they didn't reuse those. But yeah, overall, Bayley here is done exceptionally well, and I have to give Mattel props on making a figure look this nice. Normally, they don't do that, so really good job, Mattel. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Bayley compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Bayley posed next to an Ultimate Edition's Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And unfortunately, I can't find any of my other Bayley figures to compare it to, but just trust me, this figure is much better than every other Bayley figure we've gotten. Mainly because the head is so nice and the parts on her look so much better. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to her articulation. Now, Bayley does have a ball joint at the head, although, yeah, pretty useless. You can't even use it, so gotta deduct points there. And no head tilt. You're only gonna get a swivel, so bad, Mattel. We need up and down and tilting movement just for posing. Her arms do go out to the side all the way horizontal, so I do like that. They go all the way around. And one thing I do like is because they did cut out her shoulder right here, is that when you bring her arm up, you can actually bring her arm a little forward, so you can kind of bring her arm more around her chest right here, so I do like that. We do have a bicep swivel, which works no problem. We have a single bend at the elbow, giving us 90 degrees. Then we have a swivel and a hinge at the wrist. We also do have a really nice ball joint here at the torso. You can see it does move forward and back really nicely, moves side to side, and we actually get some rotation now, so they are giving us much better articulation on the figure, so I really do like that. If they can perfect this joint, they don't need this joint, and this waist cut has to go at some point. It's been one of my least favorite things about these figures, but that's neither here nor there. Legs do go out to the side to about right there. They kick forward only to about there, which is a little bit of a shame that Bayley doesn't get the full range of movement. We do have thigh swivel up high. Double bend at the knee, goes up to about right there. Then we do have a boot swivel, which does work really nicely. We do have a hinge in the ankle. Unfortunately, it's just a hinge. We don't get any rocker ankle, which, why didn't we get the Lacey Evans boots with this figure? I'll never know, but Bayley here has just enough articulation that it does get a passing grade by my standards. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Bayley posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Elite 80 Bayley posed for my final thoughts, and overall Mattel has knocked it out of the park with this figure. Yeah, there are some things that I really don't like, such as the head movement could be much better, and give us rocker ankles on every female figure. We have the part, let's start using it, Mattel. But overall, I think Bayley here is a really nice figure. The amount of new parts on her is impressive, and the fact that she gets a dedicated torso with the proper proportions is something I really, really do enjoy. Mattel is slowly but surely listening to fans. I wish they'd listen to us more. They'd be able to improve these figures tenfold if they actually listen to feedback rather than just going on what they're doing. But that's neither here nor there, and Mattel is getting much better when it comes to female figures, and Bayley here just proves that point exponentially. So if you are looking for the Elite 80 Bayley, unfortunately Elite 80 is no longer in stores at the time of making this video. So getting Bayley secondhand is probably the best bet. You can still find her on sites like Ringside Collectibles and Amazon for relatively cheap. I have seen her go as low as $25, and on Amazon I have seen her hit $20 at some point, so you just gotta be keeping an eye on this figure if you do want to have it in your collection. Check Amazon, check Ringside for sales, and you can probably get this figure at a really good price. Now you want to do that before this figure goes out of circulation, because once she goes out of circulation, I can see a lot of people charging anywhere from $30 to about $50 for Bayley. So definitely add this figure to your collection as soon as possible. Not only because it's Bayley, everyone's favorite idol, but Bayley here is a fantastic figure. So with that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.